Hi, so let's go ahead and talk about our presentation for the class. So, like I was saying in the introduction video, our presentation is really kind of taking the place of readings in the class. In other words, what I'm really curious about are the scams, cults, and conspiracy theories that you find most interesting. I've compiled a bunch of readings and shared them with students in the past, and I really liked those readings, and it was fun to talk with students about them. But nothing really compares to getting to hear about what everybody else is interested in. And I've learned so much, and I think all of us can really learn a lot from each other. And it also just gives you a chance to get a little bit better. Like stronger research skills too, right? So what we're going to be doing for this project, it's going to be a very quick turnaround on this project, and that's because these are functioning as readings. I want to make sure that we have them available throughout the course of the semester and not kind of all grouped together at once. So we're going to be learning a little bit at a time. In other words, I'm going to be sharing these with the rest of the class throughout the semester. So you'll turn it in by January 26th, which is not this coming Sunday, but the Sunday after that. I know it's very soon. And then I'll be sharing them throughout the rest of the semester. What I'm looking for in the presentation is for you to share information on a scam, cult, or conspiracy theory of your choice. And it's an option here if you would like to work with someone else or even a few other people. You can do a group presentation, or of course, you can always do individual presentations. The biggest rule here is that you need to make sure that you choose a presentation topic that no one else in the class has already chosen. And if you need to be kind of like creative about that, like for example, Jonestown is a very, very popular topic because it's probably the most well-known cult in American history. Um, at the same time. And so, it usually gets taken pretty quickly. And I saw somebody's already signed up for Manson Family. It's another very popular one. But there are also like conspiracy theories related to Jonestown, for example. So if you really, really were wanting to write about a certain topic, let me know and we can figure out if there's a way for you to still get to talk about that somehow. But what you'll want to do is you choose a unique topic. So it can be any scam, cult, or conspiracy theory that you're interested in. And a lot of people ask me if it's, to be more specific with that, like, is it okay if it's really dark? Yes, I've had lots of students who share very dark presentations about, I mean, any cult that you talk about is probably going to have a lot of things that are really upsetting. But you can also talk about things that are kind of silly, especially if this is not your jam, like you're not into true crime, you're not into like talking about crime or, upsetting things. You can also choose to talk about something silly or fun even. Like I had a student one semester write about, a conspiracy theory related to SpongeBob SquarePants. And so it was like a fictional conspiracy. It doesn't have to be something that's like super serious and super sad. Okay, and so what I'm looking for then in any presentation is that you include a history. So you'll want to talk about who are the people involved in this topic, in this cold scam or conspiracy theory. What is the timeline of events? What happened then? Like, how did it start? And then what's happened until now? And then one of the most important things to be thinking about too is how does this cold scam or conspiracy theory spread? Because like any of us can make a conspiracy theory or, kind of come up with some sort of scam or something, but its success depends on how it spreads. And this can also be included in thinking about things like recruitment. How do the people who are involved recruit or share information? And so you'll just want to be thinking about that. And if anybody needs any help thinking about that, please reach out. But basically, think about things like, how people reach out to you on social media. Maybe you get text messages from scammers. Um, Maybe you've heard about something like flirty phishing, which is a technique that cults typically use where they send out, kind of the hottest people in the cult to go recruit people because people are, it's hard to think straight when there's like a very attractive person talking to you or whatever. So there's a lot of strategies that these groups use and that these kinds of topics have that help them spread throughout a culture and people. Okay. And then finally, you just want to make sure that you're citing the sources that you are including. And so ideally, you're going to be citing these sources in MLA. We're not going to really be covering MLA a lot yet because this is just so early in the semester that this is going to be due. And so what we're going to do instead is I just need you to do your best. If you could give me the author name and title and the link, that's incredible. Um, but as long as you're sharing your sources, you'll get points for that. There's a sign up sheet here so that everybody can sign up for a unique topic. Just make sure that it's something that nobody else is doing yet. And then if you are not super familiar with this topic, let's say you are not into learning more about scam, skulls, and conspiracy theories, I just wanted to share with you, I put together some resources that you can use to kind of help you brainstorm what you might be interested in working on. So this is worth 8 points. It's the least points out of all of our projects this semester. And I'm going to be frank, because I've cut this timeline down so much from the original, I did cut out an element of this project. I used to have students do an analysis as part of this, and it's still almost worth as many points. So even though the stakes are a little bit lower, the scope of the project's a little bit lower here. Um, I do want to make sure that you're still getting credit for doing this work, for thinking of a topic and doing the research. If you have any questions about how I'm going to be grading it, the rubric is right here. And I think that's everything. It's going to be approximately 5 to 10 minutes worth of slides. And so just kind of, try to do your best judgment there. You can always record if you would like to, like record your voiceover, but that's not necessary if you don't want to. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions about this. I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody is interested in. Right. Have a good day.